What's up, you cats and kittens out there? This is it, the podcast where you learn how to become financially independent through stand-up comedy. Ever thought you were funny? You're right. And everyone who said you are is right. Trust us. We're going to show you how to make a lot of money through financial advice that we're giving you on this episode.
Everyone's in luck if you're here.
Because you're going to make so much damn money that you're going to start to get to choose who lives and who dies.
But you have to let us live. That's like the caveat.
See, now me, I'm so revved up.
Yeah,
I'm ready to die a little. You looked at my hair. Do I have flakes?
Dude, you stay flaky.
Why?
No, you look great.
What would I like? You don't have hair on your head, but you have the benefit of not having flakes.
I know.
That's like,
But I got like acne
not on your head.
on the back sometimes or on my nose.
Well, you just got to wash your pillowcase more. That's what that means.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I wash my pillowcase.
Try it.
Not enough.
Yeah, not enough.
I have to sneeze. Is that okay?
No.
Oh. I tried to hold it in, but it didn't work.
If you held it in and just shit yourself, this would be the greatest episode ever.
So what do we have on the agenda for today?
So we're going to
Zach?
discuss tips to becoming a very well-paid comedian.
Okay. Now, it's interesting because we're not very well-paid comedians.
No.
We are paid comedians sometimes.
Right.
So what makes us...
We're the fat personal trainer at the gym.
like, listen, do as I say, not as I do.
Where we're like, well, then how come you? And it's like, life's tricky for me. It's kind of mean, right? Like you, like the fat personal trainer. You don't want to be a bully about it, but you're also like, dude, you got to be an example of what can happen.
I don't know if fat personal trainers really exist. There's like
They do.
There's like the really like buff guys that are like all muscle and they don't do
No.
cardio.
No.
There's not fat personal trainers.
I've gone to a
Where are you going?
Gold's
Like,
Gym when I was like 19 or 20 in
That's
Marin.
funny.
And this fat personal trainer came up and was like, I'll tell you a really good ab exercise. And I was like,
pass.
am I on punked right now? Yeah. But it's mean. I hate fat jokes. My brother and I were bullied since we were little because our dad was fat. Joey was fat.
Your dad's
I
fat?
used to have to beat up kids that our dad was really fat.
I didn't know that.
His belly button
know
went from an
some-
innie to an outie.
I know so little about how your dad looks. I only know that the stories about him, but I've always pictured him because drug addict. I pictured him as like skinny.
He's skinnier now, but it's not a healthy skinny.
Got it.
No, but he was always fat our whole lives.
But skinnier now.
Skinnier now, but it's not like good.
Right.
It's just like deteriorated.
Okay, so what else is on the agenda?
Yeah. So anyway, my dad's getting in the way again of my happiness. That fucker. Okay, financial advice.
On how to become a successful comedian.
Yep.
I would actually love to hear this.
We're gonna get to it.
Oh, okay.
I don't want to do it right now.
Because I just signed literally last night a comedy contract that is bad.
Would you sign
Just like
the rights to your joke?
for a taping. And I'm like, this is, as I'm signing it, I'm like, future me's going to hate that I signed this.
Dude,
But
that's
the
so
things
funny.
we do.
The things we do. I did like an Audible or Amazon or something through like Sketchfest.
Oh, yeah, I did that.
They had like hey, we have a new app that helps you record your set. And I like it wouldn't save it.
I remember that. Yeah.
And then the only way to save it is like submit it to us and it'll save for sure.
Yeah. And then they put it on rooftop.com. But at least that's defunct now.
Well, they would tell you what bit they wanted.
Yeah.
So they'd be like, all right, man, we'll take your basketball story. Here's $40.
It was funny. They gave
Like,
me,
all right,
I think
thanks.
they gave you like $40 and wireless headphones.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, they were just like, just take this is all we can offer.
They're like, do you want to bag it to Cheetos? They've got a small bag left.
Yeah, we got these. It's like power bars that they got for free,
And they
Remember,
cut
like,
in
the
half.
Sketchfest? Yeah,
It's like, don't
you
cut
go
it.
in. I'd go in. They give you a tote bag,
Right.
And then I would just fill my bag up with stuff,
Yeah, it'd be like a half a
like
burrito.
3 T-shirts, and then my buddy would go get his badge, be like, grab me a T-shirt, and they're like, they said you already grabbed 3, and I'm like, well, don't say my name,
Right.
I'm just here for the free swag.
Oh, and this is actually step one of how to start really making money.
You gotta take the swag at the festival.
Take as much swag as you can.
As much swag as you can get.
If they're not asking you to stop taking swag,
listen. As soon as they say drinks are on us, let me get that. Or when they buy you one free beer, assume that means the whole tab's on them.
Yep.
And then leave before that tab gets closed.
And then if anyone confronts you, you ask if they're a comedian. Because a lot of them work at the festival because they're trying to get into comedy.
Yes.
And they'll tell you they're a comedian because they did stand up like once or twice.
Yep.
And then you got to hit them with like straight up stolen valor energy. You know? So it would be like,
oh, really? So you know so-and-so?
Yeah. What's your MOS? My MOS? Yeah. Where have you performed? Comedy store, OR, main room, or belly room? I went upstairs to the belly room for a little bit, and then they asked me to go down to the main room.
Oh, really? So you're past at the club then?
Not yet. Oh, that's weird because no one goes from belly room to the main room that isn't passed.
Interesting. So your name's on the wall. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Oh, cool. So then I have this photo of all the names on the wall. Just show me where yours is.
So you know when they close the bar and there's like that wooden panel?
That's actually pretty good.
I'm on the inside of that.
I'm on the inside.
So remember the old sewer grate? Mine was
interesting.
Right on the edge. And sometimes if you can't read it there, it's because they put it back on weird.
Interesting, because they replaced that sewer grate.
Do you ever see that? Do you ever see when like a sewer grate is over the double yellow lines and it's sideways?
Yeah.
And you're like, dude, we know you don't give a fuck.
Nah, I'm the other way. I'm like, good for you. Have some fun with it.
Yeah, that's where we're different.
Yeah.
You got to give me your all.
No, don't give me.
But you're like in a world of capitalistic fucking wealth wage gap divides and the eradication of the middle class. The worst thing you could do for yourself is give it your all.
Yeah, I don't.
You should read Confederacy of Dunces.
I probably should. Yeah.
You're gonna feel attacked.
But we already talked.
You're gonna be like, so this fat main character that's like over the world is me.
I only read fantasy books now. I only do realms.
I thought that was a joke.
No, I'm only doing fantasy now.
Why?
I'm fucking done with
it's beautiful.
I just want to learn about other worlds. Like, get me the fuck off of Earth.
Is it all knights and dragons and shit?
All of it. That's all it is.
Do they have like ancient names?
Yep. Like Collabs is the main character of the book I'm in now, dude.
Whenever I read those books, I'm like, am I saying it right?
Yeah.
Do you ever do that?
Kaladin?
Yeah.
Kaladin?
Yeah.
Kaladin.
And then you watch the show when it comes
like
out.
Hermione. Reading Harry Potter, I was like, that's how you say Hermione?
Oh, yeah. What did you think of this?
Hermione. You don't like names.
Right.
You don't like, you just read it. So it doesn't need to make a ton of sense.
Right.
Hermione?
Yeah.
Hermione?
Yeah.
Hermione?
Yeah. No, totally. I'd be like, Captain Ahab.
Right.
And I'm like, he's not that Ahab.
Ahab. Interesting.
Ahab. Feels wrong. You know, like sometimes, there's like, you know how it's racist to say the accent?
Mm-hmm.
But some people, their name is the accent version.
What example?
So like, Gabriel.
Okay.
Instead
of Gabriel?
If you said Gabriel, you're maybe like, I'm not going to do the accent thing. But he's like, who the fuck is Gabriel? Like, they're offended that you changed the name.
I don't know if that's true.
Yeah, you're like Ellis Islanding them.
No, you're saying Gabriel.
Yeah. Like if you worked with a Gabrielle.
But then you could say Gabrielle.
Yeah.
And that would be okay.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay. Gabrielle.
Yeah.
Got it.
There are better examples of this, but like, someone might be named like Benjamin.
Instead of Benjamin.
Yeah.
Right.
Would you say Benjamin or Benjamin?
Well, it's weird. It's usually like so there's a Mexican supermarket by my house, and I'll go there if I just need like one or two things.
Uh-huh.
And they'll say like last night they were like Buenas noches, and I just say hi, and then they say gracias, and I'm just like thank you. Like it feels.
Damn.
And we've talked about this before. It feels if I say it feels like I'm gringos using our language.
Totally.
If I say gracias or.
But what it is like It's the comedy culture. It's
Yeah.
like we're making a joke about something.
Right.
Doesn't mean like stop doing it or you're that guy. It's like, look, we're just trying to make a joke.
Yeah.
Like we're grasping at things. It's funny because I saw on World Star, they had your eyes perk up. You're like, what profound thing did you learn on World Star today?
I'm like, I've been in like, I'll get into it. After
Okay.
this.
So I saw on World Star, it said Simpsons disrespecting artists with this joke about the national anthem.
The Simpsons?
And it's an old Simpsons episode where I think it was Bleeding Gums Murphy, but maybe they were clearly making fun of like Marvin Gaye doing the national anthem at like the Forum.
Right.
And it's just, he stretched it way too long and they're showing the clock like go by and it's like a montage. People are, or time dash and people are like sleeping. And
I didn't know Marvin Gaye did that.
I mean, all artists do that.
Right.
You know, when they're doing the national anthem, they put their spin on it. And some of them like, no one really flies through it.
Sure. You can bet on it.
Right.
Prop bet.
Yeah, totally. And so it's a joke, but it doesn't mean like the world is asking for artists to wrap it up.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's the same thing with like the gringo accent. It's like, you're that guy. I'm sure the person who started making that joke was like, I was just really proud of coming up with that joke and everyone like related to it, you know? There are douchey people, sure, that are like, you know, like, I barely speak English anymore.
Right.
And it's like, all right, Kenneth.
Yeah.
But I think you should flex your Spanish at the market, man. I don't think there's anything wrong with
It
that.
would just be like, soy guapo.
And they're like, well, no say about that.
All right. I'll try it
Yeah,
out.
dude, start with the gracias.
Gracias.
That's actually good. You kind of roll your R a little bit.
Gracias.
Okay, now.
Is that too much?
Now they're like, at first I thought you were hitting on me until you said asias. You're like, grrr, asias.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. I like that. I like speaking the language when I'm there, just to try a word or two.
Okay.
Like when I was in Japan, sumimasen, they like speak so fast.
What was that?
Sumimasen?
What does that mean?
Excuse me.
Oh.
And people would just be like, and I'm like, that's all I got. Goodbye. I'd be like, he likes you.
That's funny.
My friend thinks you're cute. That was always the thing that they said white guy, like comedians, a lot of comedians when I started out would do this. This is how old of a comedian I am. They're like, you know how white guys hit on women. They go up and go, my friend really likes you. He thinks you're cute. All right. Whereas like black and brown people are like, well, I think you're cute. Like they own it.
Got it. White guys are
White
pussies.
guys are a little more like, yeah.
We are.
But I don't know if that's a thing. Like I've never seen my white friends do that. Like, hey, my buddy really likes you.
Yeah, I mean, there's like the wingman aspect.
Yeah.
They don't really say that, but like, I'll go talk to the girl and bring her over.
I see.
You know?
Yeah.
But yeah, it doesn't really have. I mean, we also kind of miss that generation
A little bit.
because now it's just online dating.
Right. We weren't old enough to really embrace it and be like,
Yeah.
because when you're in like your late 20s, early 30s, you're kind of like the cock of the walk, I think.
It's when you, because that's when you finally stop caring about what people think.
Yeah. And a lot of them are like younger than you. So it's almost like underclassmen, you know?
Right.
You're like, these fucking guys don't know. I know everyone. I know every type of person. Right. When I'm like 21 at a bar, I'm all bright-eyed, bushy-tailed.
Nervous.
Yeah.
Everything can go wrong.
Totally.
Yeah.
And then you got to say something interesting. My birthday was always, it's 420, and the bouncer would be like, nice birthday. They still do that. Nice birthday, man. And I'm like, all right. I popped out myself. climbed out of her myself.
Stayed in there 16 months. Just to be hilarious.
They were worried. And then I went, not until Hitler's birthday. I should do that when I be like, Hitler? Oh, the other thing.
Oh, weed. Got it. I get confused.
They're like, weed. I'm not much of a smoker. So, yeah, I'd just be at a bar 21. They're like, so what's up? I'm like, I'm 420.
Yeah.
I am 420.
That's cool, man. What does that mean? You smoke weed?
Can I drink? Can I kiss you?
I'm the bartender.
Do you want to drink?
I ask you that.
Oh.
Do you want to drink?
What do people usually do here?
They drink.
Okay, then yeah. I'll do you.
Oh, you gotta go, man.
I know. Do you like Hitler at all? On 420.
I do love Hitler.
Dude,
oh my God.
What if a Nazi girl fell in love with me and I thought the whole time she was weed?
Like,
I get to her
420?
place and I'm like,
Oh,
you're not
no.
weed?
No, what did you?
You're the other thing?
Oh, this has happened before. 420, yeah.
I guess I should have known. We went bowling. You wore a trench coat.
Mm-hmm. Big trench coat and boots girl.
Yeah. You march.
That's a court? Trench court?
Trench coat.
That's kind of a cool word.
Trench coat.
Trench court.
That's like when a soldier in World War One,
Yeah.
like, he fucked up. And they're like, "Gish, gish." And it's
You
like,
got to go to trench
Torio,
court.
we got to settle this here, man. Down, down, down.
Next time we blow the whistle, you got to go. Otherwise, you're going to be at trench court again.
Oh, you got a one-way ticket to trench court, son.
That's so funny.
See me on the trench court.
All right, man.
You got a ball?
Singles or doubles?
Singles.
All right.
Mono on mono.
All right, cool, man. Yeah, I got a ball.
You want a duel?
It's a grenade.
Fuck, this guy's crazy. There was a thing about dueling that I thought about the other day, like how much of, because it happened a lot. Like people challenged each other to duels. I
But
mean,
not a ton.
but frequently.
What are we talking? Are we talking how long ago?
Like colonial times.
Because the last duel, that movie, was like in the 1300s. So that's like in the British Empire. And they brought back a few duels, but for the most part, no duels.
No, but like America.
Okay, so we're just talking America.
Yeah, we dueled the fuck out of each other.
I think we did some. But even like the Aaron Burr, Alexander Hamilton one, they didn't even, they weren't even like, they were like, is this real?
But one of them got killed.
No, I know. It happened, but not that much, I don't think.
I think like the Jackson president, what's his name?
Andrew Jackson.
Andrew Jackson was in like 20 duels.
Yeah,
he
was
used
a
his body
crazy
used to rattle because he had bullets in him.
No way.
Yeah. Anyway, people dueled.
People did duel.
Okay.
That's true.
I wonder how much of dueling culture was just hoping they pussed out. You know, it's like a game of chicken.
Game of chicken. I think that's like what the Alexander. He didn't think it was ever going to be like he's going to really shoot me.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like don't show up, don't show up. Oh, thank God,
now
he's a
we both
pussy.
gotta do this.
Yeah. Oh fuck, he's here.
I wonder how many people just quit. Be like, never mind.
Yeah. Right. I think that happened a lot.
No doubt it happened.
I feel
because
like
bullets hurt.
I don't know about that.
They do.
I do my own
As
research.
someone that's been shot 10 times, I'm a little bit better than 50 Cent.
Whoa.
Yeah, 10 bullets, all at once.
Damn.
Yeah, all in the same hole.
That's hot.
Guy had a great shot. It was an automatic rifle.
And he didn't budge.
He did not
and neither
budge.
did you.
Don't move, otherwise it'll hurt other places.
It'll only hurt more.
Yeah.
And he's just emptying the clip. And you're like, ah! By the last bullet, you're like, joke's on you. That last one barely touched
Barely
me.
touched me. Clean through.
Little liver. That's it. Yeah, dueling. There was the thing in cartoons where you would take your glove off and you'd slap them.
Oh, yeah. No, that was even in the last duel. The Matt Damon.
Does he slap him?
No, but he throws it on the ground.
Apparently, you
And
give
the guy
them your
has to
glove.
pick it up.
Yeah, I
accept
heard
the
that
duel,
in
you pick up the glove on the ground.
in my favorite podcast, The Dollop. Second favorite
Love The
podcast.
Dollop,
They
man.
talked about
No,
Benedict
it's
Arnold
favorite.
and his life stories. I
had
really
a duel?
recommend it. He challenged so many fucking people to duels, and they almost always back down. And I was just like, man, I wonder how many guys are like, I'll do you right. Let's do it right the fuck now.
fucking go, dude.
You're
Let's
just
go.
at a bar. It's like,
No,
let's
you have
fight.
to do high noon the next day or dawn.
No,
Pistols
that
at
was
dawn.
Cowboys.
Oh.
Cowboys were high noon.
What was that, dawn?
Dawn sounds like a colonial times thing. Dawn's like we're wearing the long stockings.
Yeah.
Do you think like our outfits are gonna look that crazy? Because I mean,
Yes.
like
I don't know if like pants and
those
a
outfits
t-shirt,
look nuts.
but like yeah, I think like saggy pants and like
Everyone
huge
had like
t-shirts
football.
and
Everyone wore football
neckties.
pants and like
Yeah.
long socks,
Yeah,
and
I
then
think
like,
that's gonna look weird,
shoes with a buckle.
especially because like you're talking the future, so where it's all gonna be space people,
Right.
and they're gonna be like, "Damn, dude, they just showed bare skin."
They're like, what about nuclear clouds?
Yeah, the radiation and just burn them alive.
You know, there's something called nuclear glass that happens from like asteroids crashing into Earth. It's just like
Nuclear glass.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
it's just like melted, heated fucking rock.
Rock. That's
like
cool.
turned into
Can we
glass.
get that?
I could buy you some.
Let's put it right here.
All right, I'll get a
All
nice chunk of nuclear glass.
Or we can just chisel Hesby Street into it.
That'd be kind of tight.
And then we light it up with a light.
Ooh. And we go, we're a bit of a collector.
Yep.
And then that's... So now you guys, that is phase 2 of how to get rich as a comedian.
Okay, yes. And then phase 3
Which is you're kind of seeing the pattern here.
You're
Now
seeing how it all is narrative.
We're easing into phase 3.
Yes. Which is, as we all know...
Child labor.
Child labor.
No brainer.
Yeah. So a lot of people don't know this. You can get away with a lot with parody law. And
right.
so
you can skirt most of society's issues.
Yes. And so as long as you're just saying it's part of the act, you can have kids assemble iPhones or anything that you can then sell as merch at your merch table. But really, you're just selling child labored products.
I mean,
with such low overhead.
And you evade the law once it's a joke. I actually used to have a podcast on my own, and we were coming after the government hard. Really hard.
What was it called?
Bomb threats, like dark stuff.
Okay.
It was called dark stuff. It was actually called bomb threats, like dark stuff.
With Zack Chapaloni. Yeah. Tuesdays and Thursdays. I remember.
Yeah, twice a week we were cranking them out.
Yeah.
But when you love what you do, which is toppling capitalist country.
And bomb threats.
And sending out bomb threats.
Sometimes
Just in general.
Just for the fun.
Yeah, I'll get with causes I'm not even about. But I'm like, someone say bomb threat?
I'm in.
So the FBI shows up to my house one day.
The Federal Bureau of Investigation.
That's right.
Okay.
They kick in the door.
Rude.
They had the thing.
They
rappelled.
Oh, wow.
And I'm like, how'd you guys know the floor? Were you all right? Did some go one floor up or down?
Interesting.
So they come in through my apartment, kick it, and then I grab my podcast equipment. And I'm recording. They knew when I'd be sitting there recording. It's when my guard is down, because I'm just tunnel vision. And I pulled a gun to my head, and I'm like, I will fucking don't take another step. And they're like, well, now you're definitely under arrest. And then I pulled the trigger, and there was a flag that came out that said bang. And they were like, goddamn parody law.
Loophole. So they just let you off.
Yeah, well, that was the first time. And so then I had kidnapped the son of a oil tycoon in rural Texas.
Okay.
And I had held him hostage for a few weeks.
Okay.
And then the FBI...
What was your reasoning? What was your long game? What was your plan?
Sometimes, I guess... We don't have enough time, but really, if I shorten it up, bomb threats start to not feel as exciting anymore.
You got to up the ante with kidnapping.
Right. Kidnapping's a child of someone wealthy. So me and the kid, I got the kid. FBI kicks in the door, right?
Totally.
Fucking, they did the flash bomb one.
Oh, that can be a pain.
And I'm like, guys, if you closed your eyes that whole time, you see fine now? That's what, because I always have a question about their moves. Like, I wasn't expecting it, so I couldn't see.
Yeah.
But if they come in with eyes closed and then open after, are they fine? Yeah. They weren't talking to me. They were just like, get the fuck on the ground.
I think so that's good. It's a good question.
Totally.
They said, get the fuck on the ground. So rude.
And then they said, put your hands behind your back, you motherfucker.
Ugh.
And then, and I put my hand behind my back. And I said, watch your grip with the cuffs. And they went to put the cuffs on me. I had a zapper on my hand.
Parody law.
I was fine.
So they
were like, they were even like, did it actually zap him? And the guy was like, it zapped me a little bit.
So then what'd you end up doing with the kid?
They took the kid back.
Oh, they took the kid.
Yeah. He was, I would say confused the entire way through.
That's fun.
So then I had taken control of a cruise ship.
Oh, like in Speed 2.
It's exactly like Speed 2.
Okay.
And we were driving deep.
Driving.
What are you boating?
I don't know. Is it driving? I guess so.
Captaining?
Driving in a boat. It's not
Steering.
sailing. Steering.
Yeah, we were steering. I was steering.
Maneuvering
Deep into Antarctica.
Traversing the ocean.
Antarctica. I had threatened to explode Antarctica, which
like
would
straight up Dr. Evil type.
which
shit.
would lead to a shift in the magnetic poles. I had assumed. Right? I'm still
Did
doing
your
my
own
own research. So, I don't have all the time in the world. I'm a busy man.
Right.
So we get to Antarctica. Guess who shows up?
Who?
I'll give you a hint. Not full-blooded Italians. The Federal Bureau of Investigation.
Okay.
They
Rappel down from the glacier.
helicopter thing.
Helicopter thing.
And they did the zzz, they're like, it's like a carabiner.
Yeah, I know the zzz.
And I'm like, and so when they came down, I'm like, if one of you slows down, does it fuck everything up? When you're all coming down, because you don't wait till they're completely
Let
off.
me guess, they didn't answer.
They barely looked at me. I mean, they were looking like in my area, but it felt like they were looking through me.
Okay. So you're in Antarctica. They've rappelled down from their helicopters, and at this point, they've detained you.
And then the side boats came up, and they climb up, and I'm like, now who gets which? Do you guys ask?
You switch off?
Is it up to you? Or are you just really good at helicopter? So anyway,
Okay.
they get in there, and they fucking smoke grenade the
man.
fuck out of the place.
But you're outside, I thought.
No, I'm in the captain's thing.
Oh, in the boat, right?
Yeah.
Right.
And then so they arrest me. They get me in cuffs.
Okay.
They go, is there anything on your person that might hurt us? I go, there is something on my person. And I go, it's in my front shirt pocket.
Okay.
And they could see a little bit of it. They had grabbed it. It was just a little handkerchief. And I'm like, if you guys pull it, you're in for a real bad day.
Oh no, what happened?
They just kept pulling and pulling and pulling.
Parody law.
You can't touch me. You cannot touch me with parody law.
So now how does that work? Do they take the boat and you have to get home on your own, or are you going to sail home alone?
They had to leave. They could no longer be there.
Right. Well, also international parody law is even more complicated.
I know, man. NATO got involved.
Yeah.
Like one guy's listening to his translator thing. He's like, I don't think this is funny though. Does it have to be funny to be parody law?
No, unfortunately not.
But comedy's so subjective that just the notion of it being a gag.
So then the fourth thing,
The
final one.
The final one is I broke into the White House garden.
Okay.
And
No, the fourth thing to make it in comedy.
right.
Unless you want to do the White House garden.
I broke into the White House garden. Secret Service this time. FBI
Right.
wasn't
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
Secret Service was like, get on the fucking ground, And I said, I was just picking a flower. I was just putting the flower in my shirt. I like the flowers
Water
here.
comes out of the
They asked if they could see the flower, and I said, it's real. And they said, it doesn't look real. And I said, why don't you smell it? And like a lot of Secret Service is like,
Sprayed him right in
don't.
the face.
Let's just arrest this guy.
They're going to do the parody. Ah, you did it.
One of them knew my work.
Yeah.
He's like, this guy's untouchable.
Untouchable.
And then they were like, are you the Joker? Because these are like not funny parodies.
Right.
You're just doing like stuff the Joker did.
Yeah.
And I said, no, I am a comedian. I don't have like an album or anything out, but I'm working on stuff.
Yeah, okay.
And they said, well, why don't you just give us your contact information? I said, I'd love if you could put it in the word with the big man, George Soros.
Got it. So it's during Obama's presidency.
Yep. And then, so now I am currently partnered. I'm collabing with the White House.
That's awesome.
I'm collabing with Obama.
Oh, cool.
So we're doing a collab.
What's it going to be called?
It's called Michelle's Worse Half. It's a joke that I wrote.
That's fun.
And he was like, what does that even fucking mean? I was the president.
Right.
Like there would be no Michelle. He did not take the joke well.
He didn't take the joke well.
Obama
Really? He
doesn't
seems chill.
No. That's
that's
huge
just-
misconception.
Yeah, behind the scenes, he's unchill.
And I get it. I'm not chill. We all have our demons. I did threaten to fucking crash a cruise ship into Antarctica and blow it up. Like, I'm not chill either by certain standards.
but you're self-aware enough to understand that.
Yeah, I think so.
All right, and so that's it. That's the end of the how to make it in comedy.
No.
Okay,
We're still. If we roll out the plan in one episode,
so we
then
need
who
people
would
to
stay
come
a
back.
patron?
That's a good point.
Ask me that.
Okay.
Ask me.
How do you want me to phrase it?
Just how I did, or however you want.
How so like
If we roll out the whole financial plan in one episode,
if we roll out the whole financial, that's not a question though.
who would remain a patron?
Got it. Because I guess if we roll out the whole plan in just one episode, who would stay?
Nobody.
Got it. Okay.
Timing.
Timing's so good.
Did you ever hear that? What's the most important thing in comedy?
Timing.
Yeah, but you said it. You didn't. What's the most important?
Timing.
A little too early.
Okay.
What's the most important thing in comedy?
Timing. Did I do it
You're
right?
not. I don't.
It's different. Okay, start over again.
Okay. What is
Timing?
Let's do one more.
Okay.
You got it though.
Okay.
You're right there.
Okay. Timing.
Beautiful.